Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Emily Gomer, and I am a podcast engineer with the World of Ability Podcast Network. And we are here. I'm excited to bring you another episode of what we are calling In the Know, which is everything about KnoCard, KnoCard, and other things that are going on. And so what is KnoCard? KnoCard was founded by Rob Pickering about a decade ago and is an all-in-one mobile marketing platform, which is more or less solely devoted just towards business. And it is currently launched in the US, Puerto Rico, Canada, and other places around the globe. It is a phone app, an online website where you can send referrals. They're sharing videos, social media, part of it, photos, contacts, and so on. And we got involved, and Kurt and I got involved in December of 2023, where Kurt met Rob at a networking event, and was intrigued, and we've been working with it ever since, and are looking to grow KnoCard as big as we can make it. And so there's a free part of it. There's also a paid thing. There's affiliate marketing. So it's a pretty, seems like a cool thing. And we're having several events each week. Kind of running out of things there, but so I'd like to, I guess, maybe bring in Kurt to say any like you would just say about what are your thoughts on KnoCard, Kurt? What do you have to say today for everybody?
Yeah, well, I'm obviously here, Emily, and everybody here. We're here with our friends, Debbie and Ralph here, and it's quite a nice way to use what we have going on at the Happy Neighborhood Project, the happiest place in the world for business people. And I'm going there because the leadership creates themes to the year, and this year for 2024. Our theme is revitalize. And so I see it just uncanny timing that, KnoCard has come to me through finishing 2023. And then I recognized, how it's very streamlined and unified and just really, sharply, it's solopreneurs, people working from home, people working on their marketing, maybe using other tools, and add this as a tool in the toolbox to help, maximize the potential from all of their efforts, whether it be networking on Alignable or doing meeting groups or, Zoom events. And, people, are constantly all day long. It's just amazing the number of video calls that are taking place every single day all around the world. And, so what Rob has done in creating KnoCard is he has created the masterful device. Well, it works on your device, but with your device, it's the, software application, the web app and the phone app, everything unified together to help people make sure, to what Rob says, people all day long in these business circles doing business networking, enterprising, practicing their entrepreneurship, leaving potential and progress dying on the vine. So kind of what the KnoCard group has done with the developers and so forth is they've created a sticky experience. So what that means is that, you can share your note card where right on your note card is promoting your business, like Emily said, through video, through graphics, through the social media messages on there, through your private messaging. There you can do group chats and so forth. You can sharply communicate, sharply promote, and sharply prepare things. And this is what I experienced after I was done with that speed networking event. So those who aren't familiar with speed networking, it's kind of like with the alignable smart connects and so forth. If you take a look at blitzer.com, BLITZR, .com, it's Blitzer without the E in there. These formats are kind of taking 7 to 10 minutes where two people connect. And then that's just enough to plant that seed of greatness between the two people, and then they're pulled back, and then they're rotated back into the next pairing. And then in an hour, you're getting 7 to 10, or 6 to 10 new contacts, within in the hour. And then so applying your hour that way, then you go on and you do your follow-ups. So Rob and I were put in a pairing within the hour, and we had that short time together, but he gives me his note card. And sure enough, I get this follow-up. Hey Kurt, check out my note card. Great meeting you at the speed networking. So, I'm gullible. I go in there and I click on the thing and I open it up, and he's got a video on there, and I'm watching his video and I'm like, wow, you know, I do all this networking. My story in networking is that 20 some years ago to like 15 years ago, I'd go all around Milwaukee and I'd do a bunch of networking groups. I basically had about a dozen groups that, depending on the point on the calendar in the month, is just which group am I at today and when. And I'd do these 12 groups month in and month out, month in and month out. And so it ended up that kind of got me into the Milwaukee web, the in-person meeting web. And, I got to be pretty well known that way. And what it did on LinkedIn is it got me up to 5,000 contacts, just going to an event, getting somebody's business card, and then taking it back to my device and going on LinkedIn.com. And then I would go search for them. And then if I'm successful finding them on LinkedIn, you know, then I would connect, and that's how I built up 5,000. So there's like LinkedIn softwares, stuff to more automate the process and build it up faster. So many are like 5,000 contacts. It's nothing. Well, you're right. That's my point. So then what happened is I actually got away from business networking over a decade ago, and I was away from that until I met the Happy Neighborhood Project. And the Happy Neighborhood Project brought me into professional business networking again on Zoom. And the reason I liked it was social enterprise. That we have Edwin, who's all about spreading happiness around the world. And so we have a cooperative, a happy co-op, and there's 5,000 members in the co-op. And for a couple of years, we've had this vision that this is a co-op that we collectively can grow to 10,000 members. Well, what we're doing with the KnoCard team, they take a look at our aspirations, and they're trying to learn a lot more. They have a lot to learn about the Happy Neighborhood Project, actually. But just in the general summaries that I give, they're thinking like, wow, we could help you guys have a goal of beyond that, like 12, 13, 15,000. And so that's a little bit of what I'm doing is I'm getting with Rob, and we're going to play with this year, and we're going to see if we can make that magically come true, to get to, like, let's say at least soaring beyond 12,000 members to the Happy Co-op through using KnoCard. And so we have Lee Karuka just signed on here, and she's going to have a booth space. We actually have 3 booth space, sponsors or, vendors coming into the International Day of Happiness. That is going to be Wednesday, March 20th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific time. That's the hosting time zone, Pacific time. And so that's going to be on hopin.com. So look for International Day of Happiness on hoppin.com. You also can find it at hmpabc.com. When you use that, you'll see it forwards to the actual homepage, which is happyneighborproject.com. So we have this all available to you to come and join us and come see these amazing vendors. And you're going to be hearing more about them. So again, the KnoCard, this whole in the know mantra is to come into this huddle and to experience what we're doing with a simple tool that creates the engagements and creates that thing that people need to be doing, and they can do it all on the Internet platform. Rob, as the creator and as the CEO, he operates the whole KnoCard business on KnoCard. So he has been proving this to be true for years, that he's bringing to a tool that really is a unified tool. You can tear it up just using KnoCard. So with that, what I want to do is I'm actually going to switch. I was going to bring on Ralph, but we're going to do a switch or change because I want to bring in Lee, because Lee is the one that really, when I came in here to say, what can I do with this? Lee is the one that really became impassioned with me and really sees this, great goal and the great service. We both have an appetite to really make the experience of building a business better for all of our friends. And our friend Denise has us saying family, and Denise has us saying, hey, maybe in the KnoCard group, we all can become known as creative connectors. And so I don't know that Lee's adopted that term yet, but I can say when I think about a creative connector, Lee, I think you are one. What do you think, Lee? Do you try to be creative in your connections?
I don't know yet.
Don't know yet. All right. See, but we
Don't
do
know
it
yet.
together, folks. Yes, that's how we are. You don't have to have it all figured out, but at least you have family members that'll do it with you. So you're in business for yourself, but definitely not by yourself, right, Lee?
That is so true. If it wasn't for my buddy pal, Super Kurt instead of Special Kurt, I like Super because Super means power. And he brings me power in my energy every day to try and not try. Try is not a good word. To actively work every day. We all have challenges that, personal as well as business. And it's what are we going to do it at the end of the day? Well, KnoCard's been my lifesaver because many of us, we go to a one-on-one or we go to an event. We get that business card or we get that name on a card. I'll bring it home. Hopefully I remember to do something with it. Hopefully I remember where I put it. But a card is just a card. It gives you an idea, a very small idea as to what the company wants you to say, because most of those cards are company driven. But many of us have a special word we want to try and have ourselves known as, like Ralph, the debt crusher, because he can help you with debt. Debbie likes to help people with preventing fraud from happening to you. Kurt, he's got a special heart for veterans. But we can put all of that as special keywords. So if people are looking for us, we can find them by going to not just my connections, but the whole KnoCard community connection. I can go in there and I can say, I am searching for somebody to help me with debt. So I'll just type in debt. If Raul's lucky, he might be the only one, but we don't know yet. I haven't done a search on debt. I've done one on, well, Debbie represents a company, and I hope she doesn't mind me saying it, but it's LegalShield. So I will put in LegalShield, and they are, like 4 or 5 people that come up. Why do I have to judge who can possibly work best with my person sitting across from me? So I will send Debbie's name and whomever else comes in, and let that person sitting across from me decide who they would like to possibly work with, or maybe they want to give a call to everybody to see who. Nice thing is with KnoCard, it's just not Joe Schmo, that we don't know that he's got a business. They have been vetted by another business. And that is powerful. To be vetted by another business to say, hey, I trust you enough. Come join me. Just put your business out there. Because how do we market ourselves 24/7? We don't. You know, my post was getting lost in my social media. Now when I want to post something about business, I go to my KnoCard, I put a business post together. Hopefully we're all following each other so we can see what's going on in their business world, because this is just strictly business to business. And that's your marketing tool. You know, you go to an event, you meet somebody, even though they're not a business, but you want them to know about your business. Why do you need to write it down on paper? Because I did that and I lost the paper because I thought I took it down right. And I can't remember. Or I have a tablet, my red tablet, that I write everybody that I meet. I try to remember what they tell me, but you know, in conversation, that's really hard. I can go, Kurt, okay, what is your name again? And I won't know him, right? I'll go, hey, dude, what's your name? And he'll tell me Kurt, or I'll meet Ralph, but I know Ralph already. You know, that's kind of cheating a little bit, but I'll go, hey, Mr. White Man in the glasses with the beard, can I get your name? And he'll go, oh, Ralph. Why? Because I want to send somebody that I know that could help you, but I can't refer you until I get your name. Or I have a business, can we connect? So I'll get Ralph's name, his first name, and his last name. Be nice to have both. You can necessarily just do one first. You know, first name's better than just the last name. Or you got to go Mr. and you got to remember if it was a Mr. or Miss or Ms. or, you know, Sheba or whatever. Get their phone number, preferably their cell number. Put that in. Hey, I'm going to send you some media. Would you please watch it? And that thing is gone. Hopefully then I pick up the phone the next time. He'll recognize me because he got something special. And he'll go, hey, Lee, what's up? And I'll go, I'm fine. How about you? All the way in Florida. And we can start having engaging conversation. But it's not, there's no but. You want to market yourself on an easier platform? KnoCard's it. Okay, Mr. Kurt, I think I said everything I needed to say, or maybe too much.
No, it's all good. It's good to give the complete layout because it's a good chance somebody's learning about KnoCard right from this live stream. So can't presume everything. So it's good you covered it all and good angle to come in on. So I think what we're going to do is do a little change-o back to Ralph. I think we're going to bring Ralph up to the stage here. And the great thing about Ralph is he's done remarkable at the Happy Neighborhood Project to be known by, you know, quite an impressive portion, majority portion of the Happy Neighborhood Project participants. And, you know, anything that HMP has to offer to be a leading part, a servant leader, you know, setting the example and, you know, doing the programs offered by the Happy Neighborhood Project. Ralph is just all in this thing. And, you know, so Ralph definitely thinks big and he shows it by being involved with Market America. That is quite, you know, a mammoth in the world of business and online shopping and just enterprising and just everything people need at home and business. You know, Market America, you know, you'd hate to claim that they have it all, but boy, if any business just about does, Market America does. And, you know, but Ralph developed a great reputation as he is our debt crusher. Ralph Dana, the debt crusher with Dana Sales. And, you know, I have fun with him. I call him as a fun nickname, Wreck-It Ralph. And so that's just that family thing coming out. And so Ralph thinks big, folks. And so when we're talking the big things we're setting out to do as of now with KnoCard, Ralph is a big driving force, and he's right in there with business strategy and all of his experiences, really making sure that we've got our act together and all our I's dotted and T's crossed. But Ralph, why don't you give your little soliloquy on KnoCard and kind of why you're in it, what you're looking to do with it, and kind of what people can understand. According to you, how would you put it, Ralph? What is KnoCard? How does it work? And what does KnoCard mean for you?
It's an easy way to refer each other. Like Leah was saying, you have the contacts right there. And as Rob, the CEO of the company, says, if you ask somebody what's their main source of referrals, they'll say word of mouth. And I know, because we do a lot of online stuff, you can't ask somebody for their business card. You can do a snapshot of it on the screen, but you don't have that physical card. But once you load that information into your KnoCard, like Leah was saying, now you have that all the time, and you can, if you know they're a good connection for somebody else, you can send it to both people at the same time, so they're automatically connected in real time. And that's where this is. That's where this is going, and that's why I came on board. It's still growing, and I think it's going to be a great thing once everything takes off.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Ralph. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our friend Debbie Dub Miller. Now, that's a great thing because I'm from Milwaukee, and in Milwaukee, we learned big time to say it's Miller time. So it's Miller time, folks, and the dub comes from the company. Have you ever heard of Dub? So obviously, Debbie has gotten herself deep into Dub to have the nickname Debbie Dub Miller, and I have fun to say now we're going to get double the fun because we've got Debbie Dub. so Debbie, you're kind of a throttle technologist. You're into Dub, and you're with us on NowSite too, right? You're using the NowSite tools, and
Yes.
so in the KnoCard, you've got are you one of our format card holders? Yep.
Yes.
So you got a format card. Give us a little more insight. What else is in your technology bag there, Debbie?
Well, since I'm a little older than you and Emily and Lee and probably Ralph as well, I'm not as tech savvy as a lot of you. So the easy things really grab my attention. And so that was kind of one of the things about KnoCard that I excited that eventually I will learn how easy it is to use. So I'm hoping that I can get the easy part down so that I can use it more effectively. Dub is actually a simple way for me, at least, to do videos and send them out in all sorts of ways. And eventually I will probably be using it on my KnoCard when I post things and when I maybe comment on your information things. So I'm all about doing simple things. So that was one of the great things about prepaid legal. They help us keep safe by doing it simply. And that's, that keep it simple. Whole atmosphere or thought is kind of the whole way I like to do things. So I appreciate the simpleness.
Excellent. Yeah, and Debbie has got her own fame in the realm of posting parties. She has one of her cohorts, Kathy, all the time helping us be strong in the posting party things. So the idea of a posting party is we all come with our posts on social media, and then we put it in the chat here on Zoom, which, by the way, I want to give a big thanks to Ralph here, who is coming through for us from the Market America side. Basically, the unfranchised owners have a great way to, use Zoom and to have it at a very economical price point, actually a price point that most all people can't get their hands on unless they get it through Market America as an unfranchised owner. And that is what is making this in the know live stream possible right now. We are on a Zoom session coming out at you. So that being said, I always like to make sure with KnoCard that we keep it framed properly. That, yeah, we are teaching you about a web app and a phone app and the features of doing professional business introductions. Take a look at my video, being able to do surveys on videos and all this stuff. But the idea is it's technology, and technology I learned long ago is defined as applied use of tools. So KnoCard is a tool, and then as business people, we're applying this tool with the ultimate objective of growing our business, making sales, bringing the income in, and developing our reputation. What are we known for? Why are people going to refer people to Lee or Debbie or Ralph? And, the KnoCard can kind of masterfully orchestrate that so people can, like I met Rob, it was like amazing. It was like, I set up a 20-minute meeting and obviously I can talk and I'm like, geez, what is Rob going to do? And he has things he wants to say. And I just talked for 20 minutes and the meeting's over. But the idea is the KnoCard helped make sure that I didn't need to say very much at all because the KnoCard just led me right in there. And the things that I need to know about Rob and the company KnoCard and what KnoCard can mean for me, it was all like a self-guided tour. The way this is all coded and all made very handy and simple to the terms of Debbie here. So Lee, let me back up a little bit and let's get away from KnoCard a little bit and tell us what you've been doing. We mentioned Now Site and so forth. Give us a little bit of your entrepreneurial experience and then what you're putting on KnoCard. If you have the opportunity to screen share, Lee, I invite you to go ahead and bring up your KnoCard and show people how, we got the stuff we did before we knew about KnoCard. Now we put all that stuff into KnoCard, and that's what it's about, to make sure people know what Lee has to offer in addition to KnoCard.
So how long do you have that you want to sit here and listen to me tell you about all the different scenarios that I've done in my life? Because, I am pretty old.
Well, our friends here said they have nothing better to do. So if this is going to take some hours, I mean, we can just make this like an extended session here, so.
Oh, I don't know about that one. I might need to go.
Right. All right. Well, it sounds like you're good then, Lee. Take it away. What you got? Bring it to us.
So, I am 65 years old. I have been a entrepreneur at heart from, I think, the time that I was little. I used to sell birthday cards as one of my go-to businesses when I was, I think, 10 or 11 years old, I think. And so I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. My grandmother ran the first woman-run gas station in Hawaii. And she did that, almost 50 years, I think. So I guess I got that entrepreneurial spirit from her, but I did work in corporate America. So I understand the nuances of working in corporate America where time is not my own. They own my time. When I'm on their clock, I got to do what they want, when they want. I eat when they tell me to eat. Bathroom, I could possibly go bathroom, without saying, hey, I got to go bathroom. But being an entrepreneur has opened up a different world where time is my time, my freedom. In the last couple of years, my husband became a paraplegic. And so I became his caregiver, which means I need to have time and the option of scheduling things around my time. And I got introduced to the Happy Neighborhood Project. I do certain things based upon what I think I can do. And sometimes, that's your roadblock in itself. So I am a distributor for various things, not that I actively promote it. Like I am a doTERRA oil user. I am an Amare nutritional supplement distributor. I use the product because so far it's given me some of the best. But I'm always open to hearing about different businesses and what's on their table. If it resonates with me, I don't mind trying it. To see if it is something that could give me the next boom. And if you can, I don't know if some of you are watching, but behind of me, I have this lip because I was introduced to that in the early 2000s. And I gave it up because shipping to Hawaii was getting to be a little bit of an issue at that point. But now that we are on a virtual platform, it's a business that I can turn around and do from my home. You know, even Ralph with Market America, they can, just like Synogens or my lip color, you can try things on virtually because our lipstick, you put it on in the morning, it's on there to your lunch. But if you're going to have drinks, ladies, then you want to make sure you protect it a little bit because alcohol tends to break it down. But it's being able to put my professional, because the first thing you see when you see somebody is their face. And a smile on their face means so much to the other person. We don't realize it. And it just amazes me. Like I'm walking down the street nowadays and I always try to have a smile on my face. And the number of people that would turn around and smile back at me just really makes my day because sometimes that person is having an awful day and you smile at them and you tell them, have a good day. And you just see something light up in them and that goes, oh my God, thank you. But it's putting that professional face forward because if we're going to be business owners, we always have to present a professional look. So yeah, I'm one of those. If I don't have my makeup on, my video's off. But lipstick, that's my jam because, but you gotta end the eyebrows. You can't just put lipstick on like super bright red lipstick and no eyebrows because your eyebrows frame your face. Debbie's laughing with me because we're women and we get that, you know, hey, and the mouth that ends it, you know. So I do lip color. I actually enjoy connecting my friends to different businesses that I know that they need help with. You know, so if I meet somebody, you know, that's struggling with a fraud thing, you know, Debbie might be my go-to lady. Hey, you know, and Ralph, debt. I kind of cleaned up my debt, so I don't have use for that. But learning about his Zoom thing, I'm kind of like, I'm hitting him up in my chat. Hey, Ralph, I got to learn something about your Market America now. I got to pay closer attention because when he and I met, it was, okay, yeah, no, I'm not into that one. Okay. And he talked to me about his nutritional things. And I'm like, no, not really into that one either. But Zoom, because I use it every day, that's something of high interest to me right now. So calling Ralph. And guys, I can talk forever because I was a substitute for back then they didn't have podcasts. They had live radio and TV. And this gentleman, his name is Tani Tadani, he ran a live stream on the radio. And I don't know how he did that, but I mean, it just baffled my mind. But anyway, he would go on vacation like, okay, hey, I'll substitute for your radio show. But that was a 2-hour radio show during drive time. And it's call-in radio. But do you know if nobody calls in, you got to talk for 2 hours? I was like, holy smoke. The guy there was I think the producer, he said, hey, if you need help, let me know. But he'd be busy drinking his coffee. So it was interesting. I'm also a tea connoisseur. I had a coffee tea shop and a smoothie shop for about 2 years. So I could say I'm a tea snob, a little bit of a coffee snob, but not too much anymore. I drink coffee because of the antioxidants. I love, especially my Japanese. So as far as an entrepreneur spirit, as far as do you need help with trying to fine tune your business? Do you want to know what strategies I'm using to make my connection life easier? Because if I can refer to you somebody, if you come across somebody, you'll remember and you'll refer them to me if I can be of assistance. So I am your technology, business, connecting strategy partner. Or as Ziva said, the connect, what did she say? Connect. See, I don't even have it in my head yet.
It's creative connector.
Okay, creative connector. Maybe I got to write that down a couple of times. Maybe I'll just append it to my title. Will she let me append it to my title?
Yeah, you can use that however you'd like, and it just is that unified, idea that if Debbie hops on this idea of being creative connector, and Ralph does, and Emily does, and Sue does, we'll just be one big tribe of creative connectors.
That I have become a family member to the Roscoff and the Millers and the Danas and everybody else in the Happy Neighborhood Project. So all the way in Hawaii. Gosh, people, I'm in Hawaii, and these guys are all on the East Coast. They're like 4 hours ahead of me. So all that, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to just keep talking.
Excellent. Thank you, Lee. See, we have to give Lee leeway. See, there you go.
Oh, well, you're getting a little bit too good with those words.
That's creative conversation in the making. So here we go. All right. So Ralph, come on in here and give us a little bit more of, how you bring Market America to HMP and all your other networking circles, and a little bit more on, what's going on with you and your business trails, Ralph, and anything else you want to share. Kind of what you all bring to us, on top of what we were saying about KnoCard.
I try to help people every day with their finances and their health. The one thing I'm proud of is when I get them to convert their everyday spending with Market America, I can save a family of four an average of $18,000 a year by just switching the products that they're already buying to our products. We have over 5,000 name brand products. We have over 3,500 partner stores. My wife wanted to buy a Mustang. I didn't say anything to her. I just put her information into my program. She was contacted by 3 dealerships locally, and she got the Mustang that she wanted. She got some cash back. They gave her an extended warranty on the car. And me and my team, we got the business volume points for that, which puts money in our wallet as well. So what I tell people is I can sell everything from toilet paper to automobiles and everything in between. And we pay cash back to all our preferred customers, and there's no charge to be a preferred customer. Love to talk to anybody about Market America, and we're a company that's 31 years old and has never had a down quarter in the history of the company.
Excellent. Thank you, Ralph. Yeah, and I'm enjoying being a Market America affiliate and continuing my trails. I've, got introduced to Market America with a slew of people and many people who worked to get me up and running with being an unfranchised owner, but really setting the course for doing that with Ralph. So thank you, Ralph, for everything you bring to us. And we're going to go over to Debbie. So Debbie, we see PPLSI in your background. You're protecting families from storms. Tell us more about that and anything else you want to share in terms of what you do inside of this group and what you're sharing out there on top of having KnoCard available.
Thank you. I love helping families with prepaid legal services, Inc., which is LegalShield and ID-Shield. It's amazing to me the number of storms that we have, especially, I guess, in the last few years. It feels like we have had a lot of storms. Sometimes it's a literal weather-related storm. I know Hawaii was hit in the past, not that long ago, and many places here in the mainland, we've had whatever, an earthquake, a fire, maybe some of the hurricanes have caused some big problems. And so whatever storm that is, whether it's that kind, or maybe just a storm in your life, that just having someone with expert abilities in legal matters can help you get through some of those things. Some of our friends had to use their LegalShield attorneys to get help for their the floods, waters that were in their homes after hurricanes. Obviously, with our families needing so many changes in their lives, the fact that LegalShield, we can write our wills at no extra cost, just our monthly plan. And then next year, if things have changed in your life, whether it's added a new baby or maybe changed homes, sent the kids off to college, whatever that might be, you might need to update your will. And so it's a great way to do that without those hourly charges that most attorneys charge. And if we don't have it covered with some of our regular items, we actually give you a 25% discount, which is, I believe, totally unknown to most law firms. So it's a great way to protect yourself and your family. And our ID guys are like seriously right there at a touch of a button on your phone too. You can call them up and ask, even simple questions. Is this something that I need to worry about? And just knowing from a professional that it is or isn't an issue is a big relief, instead of just sitting there wondering and thinking, I don't know what to do, and waiting until something major happens. So I love to help with that. And our group of Happy Neighborhood Project has been a great way for me to help other people across the United States. And I'm here to help all sorts of people with their business plans or their family issues as well. So I love doing our networking here with our the KnoCard. Now I'm getting that legal started up and getting connections made as well, so I can make referrals. So thank you for that, and thank you for letting me talk about my heart project.
Excellent. Thank you, Debbie. And part of Debbie's identifier is KCMO. That's Kansas City, Missouri. So a little hint there. She's been still imbibing in that big Chiefs victory. So we're going to be riding that all year long.
Yes. Feels
Good.
good.
Yep, good stuff. All right, so Lee, you are ready to go. AV Lee, let's do it up. Share screen. Let's give a little quick tour, and then that will end our program. So here we go. Look at that. Scroll down to see social feed. Look at that winky smiley face, and we are sharing a referral, sharing the KnoCard. There we go. So select a referral, search for your referral. So who is Lee going to refer? She's going to, of course, refer Debbie Miller. There we go. Debbie Miller's ready to refer. Yes, we're going to refer. We're going to share with KnoCard. Who are we sharing with? Who are we sharing?
I'll share with Ralph.
All right.
Oh, let's go back. I'll show you how to do it through the system. Sorry, give me 1 minute. See, that's the cool thing is that if you screw up, you can always go back.
There you go. That was all Debbie Miller's work there. We're still working on
Sorry, go
getting
back.
Ralph here. All right, so that's messages. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at all those messages that Lee is sending. She's hot on the communication trail. So we're gonna share a
Share a
referral.
referral. My
Yeah.
referral. I'm going to refer Debbie. You can even refer yourself to them. Did you know
Why
that?
not? Why not? Absolutely.
So I'm going to refer myself to Debbie, and I'm a new contact to myself if I wanted to or not. And you can do this all on your phone, but for simplicity's sake, and I have a what do you call it? See, I can't type and write at the same time. I have a Mac, so I can bring it up on my Mac, my KnoCard. I can put my email, where I met Debbie, my occupation, and any notes of the new contact. So, if you're sending somebody to Ralph or, or Debbie or me or Kurt or Emily, if you want to make a note as to why you're sending them, not that it goes to that party, but at least when the person calls you, hey, thanks for that referral, and then you're like, oh, what was that? So anyway, it's all about sharing and caring. Okay, so I'm going to send this. So Debbie is going to see. Come on, mouse, let's go. And you have to hit it twice. So this is all of Debbie's posts. And then, of course, I have something here to Rel. Hey, Cartman. I did my
Yes.
job.
Nice. So show's over. We're all done.
I don't know. Are we?
Well, do you want to show them how the scan feature works? It might be a limited demonstration,
Sure.
but they can take a peek at the feature and we can always come back to it next week.
Okay. So if you go to an event and somebody gives you a business card and they can't give you a business card because that's the last one they got, just tell them, hang on, let me take a picture of it. This is all because I'm having it so I can show people. Otherwise, I take that first page off and I can take a picture of the business card. I don't have any in my gallery right now. I have this one, but it's not a really good one. I can flip it. As you can see, it's kind of cut off. Oh, I don't want to delete the change because then I won't see it. So if I went to my gallery and I had somebody, I'll try to load one up for us next week. But if you have your camera, you can take a picture of it. And the cool thing with that, and I thought I took one with this phone, but I guess I didn't. After you find something, it's going to populate it and you just need to verify. You just see the person's name come up, the business name, their phone number, their email. And to me, that was a no-brainer because I'm saving that poor tree. That's kind of it, or you can go and you could, like, I have this stack of business cards that I got to put in to my KnoCard and I didn't get it done yet. That's bad on me. It's my life. But it's not finding a camera. That's why it's telling you, because we're using my laptop and I'm using the camera. So I don't think if I put it up here, it can take the picture because there's too much light coming from another source. But use your phone, take a picture of it, and in 2 shakes, maybe 3 shakes, it's on your KnoCard. Cool thing with KnoCard is we are searching by keyword. KnoCard is like your yellow pages. I don't know. Maybe Emily doesn't know what a yellow page is. Book.
I
Kurt, you know what a yellow
I know what
page?
yellow pages are, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
use
wasn't sure
pages a
because
lot. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, if she was in our age group or not, but when I was growing up, we had the white pages and the yellow pages. And then you go look up stuff by business. If you're looking for a cardiologist, you go look under cardiologist. You're looking for a dentist or a plumber or a construction guy, you go to the yellow pages. We have yellow pages, but unless you want to pay a minimum of, I think, like $300 or $400 every year for that service, it's like, holy smokes, and I can't, as a small business, we all struggle with that. And you don't get to change your message in the yellow pages except once a year. And if you get a big ad, more money. With KnoCard, you can change your message, as you saw, with Debbie. This is Denise that we were talking about. She posts, she's a diva. She posts things that are so nice. And this is daily posts from people. I have something in here. This is mine. Because I want to help you help your business grow. That's my whole goal. And Kurt, when I told him that, and luckily enough, he was open to running with me, it's been a blast. So anybody that wants to join, come run with us, because we're going to become, Kurt's my work boyfriend, and Ralph is my now new work boyfriend. Debbie, I can't, I'm not gay, so I can't call you my wife, but I can call you my KnoCard sister. And Emily is our cool VA. So we want to help you make it in this world of business. And it's all over the world. So we don't have too many people in Kansas City, Missouri. I don't know if we got anybody in Florida. I don't know how many I know we hardly have anybody in Hawaii. I think I'm the only one in Hawaii. So people in Hawaii, if you're watching, get in touch with me and let's hit businesses. Because businesses, for instance, I went to a trade show for construction, home construction. So you're a, what do you call, construction project manager. And as a construction project manager, I would think you need to have electricians, plumbers, architects. I don't know what else, because that's not my field, but those are the top three, I think, that are pretty major. So you call Kurt's Plumbing, and Kurt's Plumbing is busy for this project that you got going on. So you get to KnoCard and you hit this magnifying glass and you go, oh, plumbers. Yeah, I got to spell right. I don't think we have any plumbers. Oh, we got one guy plumber. But if you're in Hawaii or you're in the Ohio area, you can go call Tommy. Hey, Tommy, you busy this weekend? I got a project going on. And if he's busy, okay, next. But if they could just have all the plumbers in Hawaii at their fingertips, I don't think projects would get stalled. Or, maybe Ralph Dano might want to become a plumber in Florida. He could put his thing up as Florida plumber. But it's just magical, what this can do. Or you're traveling somewhere and you want to, find out where to go eat, maybe. You type in the city you're in and, hey, that's a KnoCard person. Pick up the phone, give them a call, tell them you're not a KnoCard person. Hey, I'm in town. Let's go grab a bite to eat. they're treating, of course, you know, you can tell them that up front and let them decide if they want to go with I'm joking. If they come to see me, as long as it's not, you know, we're not going to a super duper fancy restaurant unless, you know, I can afford it. All that. So yeah, KnoCard is super awesome. It's been my game changer. All right, I'm done, I guess.
All right.
Did I
Well,
show everything you wanted me to show?
yep, because this is a
Okay.
weekly show, so there are things in the pipeline and metrics and some more features of sharing. So tune in with us every week to get the whole spiel. And then plus we're inviting you to Tuesdays and Thursday evenings. That's 8 p.m. Eastern. And that is a KnoCard event. Like, what is KnoCard sales call on Tuesdays? And then come take a look at what all of us brand partners are doing and how the business model works and how the income opportunity is there and getting paid for sharing KnoCard and promoting your own business. Just go and promote your own business. And as people promote their business as well, following your lead on KnoCard, you can get paid. Hey, why not? If we got dollars to throw at you, don't you want it? And if you don't, then just set it up, become a brand partner, and support your favorite charity. There you go. So again, this In the Know is right now scheduled to be on Fridays, and Emily's gonna keep us tuned in for when things are gonna be scheduled. I believe she's gonna be trying to get Rob back on next week. There's a conversation about Rob being on maybe every other week with us. But we're going to keep going every week on Fridays. A fantastic, fun event every Friday with us here live streaming. And this again is brought to you through the World of Ability Podcast Network. Emily Gomer, podcast engineer. And I'm just happy to be kind of an instigator and propagator. And actually, I'm also a gator. I'm involved with the Pewaukee Lake Water Ski Club out of Pewaukee, Wisconsin. West of Milwaukee, we're celebrating 40 years. So with that, I'll say it like in the business. We'll see.